I'm back. Let's hope this works. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh my goodness. Yay, we get to start out 2024 with major technology issues. Okay, let's hope that's not an indicator for the rest of the year. Oh my goodness. Let me line this up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to wait for you guys to come back on and tell me if you can hear me. So let's see if you guys join. You can hear me? Hi, Maria. Oh, good. Yes. Hi, Bao. Happy New Year. Okay. Yes, we're starting 2024 off with major technology issues. Whoop, whoop. Oh, my gosh. Have to come into 2024 with a bang, right? Or lack thereof. Oh, my goodness. How was everyone's New Year? Did y'all have a good New Year? We had a pretty low key. Happy New Year. We had a pretty low key New Year. We didn't really do anything. I did make it till midnight. There was a slew of fireworks. Hi, RB. You slept through it. Yeah, my husband actually, I think, made it till like 10 p.m. Then he went to sleep. And I actually was up, but I wasn't watching any countdown on anything. Happy New Year. Thought you were on helium. Can you imagine if I did a live on helium? Oh my God. Now that would be interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't watch the ball drop on any TV shows or anything. I was watching some other show. I can't even remember what I was watching. But all of a sudden at midnight, it felt like it was in my front lawn, and it wasn't, but the views would be high. Oh my God. Yeah. You guys are making me laugh already. Yeah, the views would be very high. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I don't understand how I sounded like I was on helium. I don't know what that was about. Start stepping into 2024 with goofy stuff happening. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, I didn't stay up for the ball drop or watch the ball drop on TV. I was watching some show, but then right at midnight, oh my God, you know how in America, I don't know, I know in other countries you probably have, in the UK and whatever, you probably have instances where there's fireworks, I'm assuming. But here in America, we have Independence Day, 4th of July. So, there's like a steady stream of fireworks throughout the show. And then right at the end, there's like a crescendo, like a grand finale of just an insane amount of fireworks that are all going off at the same time. And so that's how it sounded at midnight on New Year's Eve for like 20, 25 minutes. I was like, holy heaven, is this going to stop? I mean, I kept looking over at my little Bella to see if she was, Bella, what are you doing? Bella, hey, she's licking her bed and I don't know why. She must have dropped food on there or something. But it was like this crazy, insane amount of fireworks going off. And I was like, what is going on? And it sounds like it was like in my living room. It was so loud. To me, it sounded like you were in an elevator. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I'm glad we're back. I'm glad you guys can hear me. It's 2024. Whoop, whoop. So anyway, yeah, I started off on my first video saying that, boy, do I have a lot of stuff on my list. holy heaven. Because I wasn't on last week because of, New Year's and all of that. And I just have so much that has happened that I want to ask about. And there is a lot. Then I have a few things on here that I've forgotten to ask about, in previous videos. So I added those in. I don't even think I'm going to get to all of the topics today. Hi, Penny. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good New Year and holidays. Yeah, so I've got so much on my list. I know I'm not going to get to everything, but I am going to, I did my, I don't know what you call it, my pre-recorded video on Henry Cavill. And of course, is it snowing by you? Yes, it is. Where are you, Penny? I forget. Are you the one that's in Wisconsin? Yeah, we had I want to say, I don't even know, maybe 3 inches of snow. Wisconsin, yeah. I think we had 3 or 4 inches of snow, and it's still kind of, 3 inches, yeah. So yeah, we've had snow. This is the first snow we've had really all this winter season. So is that about how much snow you have, Penny? So yeah, Chicago is getting 6 to 10 next week. Oh, well, they were saying that last week, and they were saying we we're going to get, I don't know, 9 inches or something. But then different weather models were showing that it was actually going to be, it could be anywhere from a light dusting to maybe an inch or two. So right now, so far, we have, I think 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches. But, I'm not a super fan of snow. I don't know. It's pretty, but I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't remember what I was saying now. But yeah, so I know what I was saying. So I did the Henry Cavill video, pop-up video, or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they're called. But it's like a pre-recorded video. And I thought that I got all the questions about Henry. And of course I didn't. As I was going through comments, I found some more that I missed because I have, 65,000 questions that I always get about Henry. So, we're going to ask a couple more questions about Henry because I just have, so many questions about him. But, anyway, and then, I had someone comment that on one of my videos, I think it was on that Henry video, saying, did Henry, does Henry know you're doing this? Does he give you permission or something like that? And I'll say this, public people and celebrities are out there in the public, right? So they're kind of already giving permission by being out there in the public. What I'll always do too is I'm always asking my guides and my high self to check with their guides before I even do readings. So this is on a different level plane, spiritual plane. I always ask to make sure, if they wouldn't want me to be asking, then, let me know. And so anytime I read on someone, I'm already kind of getting information that it's okay with their high self or their spirit guides or whatever you want to call it. So that's what I have to say to that. It's on a spiritual level. But anyway, all right. So let's just ask. I'm going to get these couple questions about Henry out of the way. Then I'm going to ask. There's a question that somebody else asked about Chris Evans, and I can't remember if I asked these questions. I don't think I did. I can't remember. But anyway, let's do Henry. Okay, so I had seen, on many of my past live videos. And if you want to go back, I have a whole playlist on Henry. most of those videos in there are live streams. So I cover a lot of topics. So what you'd want to do is go in the video description and just look through the timestamps, because I try to go back and put timestamps in, especially when I'm covering a lot of different topics, so people can they can click, right to the topic that they want to hear about. So just any of the videos that I put in my Henry Cavill playlist, go in there and just, look in the description, and you can get right to the Henry part of the videos. But so I've asked, and I've seen that he does have a new love coming in. That was another thing. Someone had commented saying, what happened to Natalie? So they obviously hadn't watched my last live videos, but where I've seen that they will eventually break up, and they're probably not doing well, and that he's got a new love coming in and all of that stuff. So somebody had asked from a while ago, and if you remember, on that standalone video, the pre-recorded video that I did, I picked up that I felt that the new love was maybe from the UK, but that they maybe weren't living there now. So, and I can't pick up where they're living, because there's how many countries? I mean, I'd have to ask individually, but so so what this person asked was, I don't know. This person says that they perceive that this new love is from another country, and that her home language is a different language. I don't pick that up. I'm not picking that up. She may have an accent, but I feel like she does speak English. Now, maybe she has another language too that she speaks, but I do feel that the new love speaks English. So, so there's that. I again, she may have an accent. She may be from, she may have a second language that she speaks. And I am getting, actually, that is a possibility, that there is another language that the person speaks. But I do get that the new love speaks English. So, so there's that. Then the person said, they asked if Henry would move somewhere to go live closer to his new love. Or would he want this person to live with him in London? Does he live in London? I don't even know. Is that his home city or town or state? I don't even know what that's called. I'm so bad with geography. I'm sure I'm going to get someone making a comment in the comments like, oh my God, you don't even know your geography. Yeah, I don't. And I don't care to. So, but anyway, so does he live in London? I don't even know. So let's break this down. Let's ask, would Henry want his new love? He lives in Cotswolds. Yeah. Thanks, Bow. I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is. And I don't know why this person said, would he want the new love to live in London? So I was assuming that by the person asking that maybe he lived in London. I don't know. And I don't really know where Cotswolds is, but, or where that is in relation to London. I'm not a geography person. I'm not. I will admit that openly. It's in the UK, but not in London. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the person said London then. Anyway, okay. So let's ask then, let's take London out of it, and let's ask if Henry will want his new love to move to wherever it is that he lives. If it's in Cotswolds, I hope I'm pronouncing that right and not butchering it. If he wants the new love to come and live with him there, or well, let's ask that. And depending on what that answer is, then we'll see. We'll see if we need to ask the other part. I don't think he's decided yet because he's not that far yet. Well, okay. I get that eventually, when this is ready to happen, he may ask the person to come and live with him if it's in Cotswolds or wherever he's living. He may come and ask the person to live with him there. However, I think eventually, at some point after that, the two of them end up going to live even somewhere else. So I see them initially. Hi, Anne Marie. Cotswold is in England and London in England, but not next to each other. I've been to both not too long ago. Henry has a house in South London. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that information, you guys. Yeah, I've never been to the UK or London or anything, so I don't know anything about it. But anyway, I do get that. I think initially Henry would have the new love come and live with him in Cotswold or wherever, South, whatever. If it's South London, Cotswold, whatever. Yes. But then I see them at some point after that leaving and going somewhere else. And I can't feel I wonder if this is London or if it's, I don't feel it's America. It's not America. So I do get that there's so many countries. I can't even zero in on which. I think that they would end up going somewhere else. But initially, I think they would probably live where Henry is living. And then eventually, he also has a house in Florida. No kidding. And has a muse in London, but it's for sale. Oh, okay. I did not know he had a house in Florida. That's interesting. It's a nice state to have a house. I mean, it's warm there, so they do have large bugs. I will never live there because I don't like large bugs. I have to live here in Chicago because we have 4 seasons. It gets very cold here and it kills off the bugs, so they can't grow very large. So I will never. Hi, Flower. I hope I own the homes too. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Flower. But anyway, I do think that they will eventually go somewhere else. Initially, though, I think they would live where bugs, yeah, Florida and London. I mean, you're from London. Okay. Yeah, Hampstead. One of these days, I am getting to London because I've always been drawn to London, to England, to the UK in general, Ireland, Scotland. Like I have always been drawn to that area. And I really feel like I've lived past lives there. And I feel like that's why I'm drawn there because it's familiar to me and you sound like a Celt. You know what? I feel like, well, get this. I am half Irish. So I'm half Irish. So my mother's family was all from Ireland. But for some reason, I feel very drawn there and I just want to go there. I have not gone there yet. I need to go there. He supposedly bought the mansion in Cotswolds a few months ago. It's where he lives now. Okay. Flower, is there Devon or something like that? I'm not sure what that means. You must go to Isle of Skye. Listen, I'm going to write that down because I don't even know where to begin. There are so many places that I want to go. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah. I mean, I hear that London is beautiful. I'm drawn to London and England. I don't know what it is about that. I really feel that I've lived a past life there, some past life there, because I feel like I've lived in England before or London. I feel like I've lived there, but then I'm drawn to Ireland and Scotland and, really the UK. I mean, I'm just drawn there. So anyway, of course we got off topic because I always do. That's how we roll on this channel. But yeah, so I don't think they're going to end up living permanently in Isle of Skye in Scotland. I got you. I'm going to write that down. Yeah, I see, that's my problem. I don't know where to start. There's so many places I want to see, and then I've got to work. So I don't know, I don't know. There's so many, I don't even know where to start, because I just want to see it all. Anyway. So I know someone said that he's got, anyway, you're amazing, but that place is amazing. Good. Yeah, I wrote it down. So when I know someone said that he has a house in Florida, I feel maybe vacationing there, but I don't get Henry wanting to make that like a permanent home. That I don't get that. I get that he'd like to visit there, but I don't get that he would want to live there more like on a permanent basis. Henry really feels comfortable at home in his home country. That's what I get when I focus on his spiritual energy, is that he feels comfortable in his home country and he just likes it there, and he's not opposed to going somewhere else. But and I think that they will at some point. I think he and the new love will go somewhere else, but initially I think it'll be Cotswold or wherever it is, that he is at the time when he gets together with this new love. So the last thing that someone asked, which I don't believe I've asked this. I don't think I've asked it. See, I can't remember. I've done so many videos on Henry. I can't remember what I've asked. Someone asked if Henry will ever be a father. So let's ask that first, because then they also asked if he is a father, will he have a boy or a girl or both or twins or whatever? So they kind of wanted to know, if he is going to be a father, then, what's he going to have? So let's first ask if Henry Cavill is going to be a father, if he's ever going to have children. So let's first ask that. Then depending on what the answer is, then I'll see if I can get, boy, girl, whatever. How many, let's see. Well, I definitely see that he wants children. He wants children. So what it's saying is beautiful in Scotland, but so is a lot of places in Ireland. Henry has a few properties. I have a feeling he'll move overseas somewhere, but will come back and forth to visit UK. Oh, I don't think he would never go back to UK. When I focus on his energy, he feels very at home, and he just feels at home, right? So even if he were to maybe go live somewhere else, he would always come back to stay for extended stays, because he, I just feel his energy. He just loves it there. Will Henry's new love be younger than him, or at least younger than Natalie? Hey, you're up and running. Yes, I'm up and running. Hi, SL. So, okay. So is Henry going to have, is he going to be a father? Is he going to have children? It's going to be a while. I think it hasn't been decided yet. I'm kind of feeling that there's a possibility he may. I think he will, because when I'm tapping into the energy, I'm getting a boy and a girl. And I don't feel like they're twins. But it's going to be a while. I don't get that he's going to have kids right away. It's going to be a while. Now, isn't he like in his, how old is Henry? Is he like in his 40s or something? Or 40 or late 30s or something like that? So, but it's not exactly the same for men, right? It's, they can probably be a father later. He's 40. Okay. I mean, that's not old, but I can feel two little souls around him, kind of like circling him. And I feel like it's a male and a female energy. So I feel like he's going to have a boy and a girl, but I don't feel that they're twins. He's mighty older than he says, probably. I mean, aren't records easy to find? I don't know about in the UK, but people can find records here. I feel that he is going to have children, but it's a ways out. So I don't feel it yet, but I'm getting a boy and a girl. So, and it's definitely with the new love. Definitely with the new love. So it's not, but again, it's not right away because he's got to work through the whole splitting up and whatever with Natalie. So so this has to happen first. There's things that have to happen first. And then I did see in my video that I did, the pre-recorded one that I put out, I think last week, that he's really focused right now on work. So I think he's very focused on some project right now. And then I had comments saying that Natalie is about to turn 35. Okay. I did have someone like several people comment that he's going to be in the Highlander project, which I think that's cool. I mean, I used to watch Highlander and the show that's been on, I think, for many years. I stopped watching it after a while, and then I kind of forgot about it. I kind of feel like I want to go back. Wasn't there a show, or am I thinking of a previous movie? I don't even know. I can't keep them straight, but I think that'd be cool if Henry does do Highlander. But anyway, so I did pick up that he's got to work out getting, getting moving on from the whole Natalie thing, and then he's also kind of focused on some project. So I think it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be Outlander. Outlander is a show and Highlander is a movie. Outlander is what I was thinking of. Okay. Highlander. I feel like I've seen that. So now that you pointed out the difference, I feel like I've seen Highlander movies. And if I'm thinking of the right ones, those are pretty cool. Weren't they like fantasy type movies? I think he would be good in that. He's good in everything. And I did finally watch he and Natalie a link to the Warhammer project. Oh, Natalie is too? Ugh. Where's my selenite? We're talking about Natalie. Oh my God, where's my selenite? I don't know where I must have brought it downstairs. I don't know where my selenite went. My selenite's gone. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. Yes, I'm going to put this in my lap because we're talking about Natalie. Dark. Highlander is like Braveheart type timeline. Okay. But isn't Outlander too? Outlander is that timeline too, I think. Yeah. So, Warhammer, I mean, I put that on my last video that I uploaded last week, the pre-recorded one that, that I kind of said, I just read that he's connected to that Warhammer project. And I had looked like a month ago or 6 weeks ago or something, if he was going to be in Warhammer. And I found that he was. So, um, yeah, I don't like her. It's her energy I don't like. I don't like her energy. I don't like dark energy. Who does? But I just don't like her energy. So yeah, so I did pick up that he about 5 or 6 weeks ago or whenever it was that he was going to be in Warhammer, and then I read just like what 3 weeks ago or whenever it was that they were doing the Warhammer. So hi, honey. Um, so yeah, so that's kind of cool. Outlander is like time travel, so it's 1720s and 1920s back and forth, but yeah, mostly the 1700s. Okay. Yeah. Now that you say that, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah. I feel like I want to go back and watch it again. And Henry is releasing Argyle in a few days, so we will probably see her with him. I'm not sure what Argyle is. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, I mean, we saw weren't they just in the Middle East or something, and she was there with him. He's not quite done with her yet. But it's not much longer. I don't feel it's much longer. Argyle is similar to James Bond. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I would watch that. I would definitely watch that. Okay, so let's go back. Somebody did ask, it's a movie. Well, if it's similar to James Bond, I would totally watch that. Well, first of all, I like Henry Cavill anyway, so I would probably watch anything he's in. I finally watched Superman, Man of Steel. What does the world need? Oh my God, the world needs so much. The world needs so much. We need a lot of positive energy and prayers is what we need for art. Somebody asked, I think, how old, or is she younger? I want to make sure I get the question right. Will Henry's new love be younger than him, or at least younger than Natalie? Well, that's a good question. Hi, Stimpy. Will Natalie or Henry cheat? Well, I don't know about Natalie, but I have asked about Henry on previous live videos. He's not a cheater. He's not a cheater. He's too good of a person. Like he's too loyal. You're amazing, so positive and honest, and a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you, Anne Marie. I love your accent. I don't think of myself as having an accent. That's so funny. It's amazing. You're funny. I'm saying you protective energy, lovely. Yes, I totally agree with you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I think he only has a small role, but they are doing the promotion with his name and Dua Lipa's name. I've heard Dua Lipa. I don't know who that is. Why would they only give him a small role? Oh my God, he's so good. They shouldn't, seriously, they should make a James Bond with him. He would be fantastic, James. Dua Lipa is a singer. Okay. So Dua Lipa is in the movie, I'm guessing. Is that what that means? I mean, if they're going to use Henry's name, then why not make him a headliner? Why not give him a bigger role? That's what I want to know. Don't just use his name if you're not going to give him a bigger role. That makes me mad. All right, so let's ask before I forget. Let's ask if this new love is, yeah, she has been popping up in movies lately. I'm going to have to Google who she is because I don't know that I know who she is. I'm assuming it's a female. Am I wrong on that, or? Oh yeah, you said she. Okay, so let me ask if if Henry's new love will be younger than what Natalie is. I guess a younger age than Natalie. Let's ask that. I actually get an image of kind of a younger person, so I feel like she is younger than Natalie. I feel like she is maybe a little bit younger than Natalie, but not much younger. So if Natalie's 35, then maybe this person's 33, something like that. So close, but not yes, a little younger, but not too much younger than Natalie. I guess I would say it like that. Dua Lipa in Argyle with Henry. Yeah, I just don't know who Dua Lipa is. I'm gonna have to Google that. But who's gonna be really upset? Because I'm asking about Henry and the new love is Natalie. And of course, we're asking about Natalie. I wasn't asking about Natalie, but she always shows up. And she's going to feel like Henry was stolen from her. So, put your selenite in your lap, people. God doesn't let many young people into heaven. I don't know that I feel there's a heaven like people think. I feel like there are different levels of souls, like what your energy is, and the positive maybe go to a higher plane or higher level. Obviously, the dark goes lower. So that's kind of what I feel and what I get when my guides give me information, and when I focus on that. I guess you could kind of say it's a heaven because it's all like higher vibration souls, like are higher, right? So I guess could be kind of like a heaven. I just think of it as, good are elevated. They're higher. They're on a higher plane. And, the negative are low. They're lower because it's a negative energy. No, I have not. I have not had an NDE. Nope. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But no, I just go by, because I'm a psychic medium. So I go by when I'm focusing on something. And of course, I get information from my angels and my spirit guides. And when I'm focusing on something, I kind of get right into the energy. My energy goes right into that energy. So that's how I pick up stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not, that's the best way I can describe it. I'm not sure how to say it, but thanks for the cleansing class. I went shopping. Yay. Good job, SL. Good job. Yeah. And it was my pleasure. Yes, I did the energy class or whatever. Gosh, how many lives ago was that? 2, 3? I can't remember. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I put how to clear energy in the title of all the other topics. And then if you go into the description, I wonder if I put it in the playlist. Maybe I put it in the playlist of energy clearing too. I can't remember if I did or not, but will the Warhammer project be positive or negative for the couple? Which couple? Do you mean with Natalie or with the new? I mean, will they be able to have a loving and working relationship at the same time? In theory, something is Natalie's boss. So this is cut off. Oh, in theory, Henry is Natalie's boss. So wait a minute. What is Natalie's involvement with Warhammer? I'm a little confused on that because she's not an actor, I don't think. So what's her involvement? Was the new love born in the UK or did we know the nationality? Well, I did, Stimpy, I just uploaded last week. So it's under my Henry playlist. I did like a pre-recorded video about Henry. And I did pick up that I think Henry's new love is originally from the UK, although I don't know that she's living there now. Oh, Maria, you had an NDE. It was beautiful. Peace, happiness, tranquility, the most lovely feelings. Then I was brought back. Wow. I'm so glad you made it back. And I'm glad that that was your experience. I mean, I've heard that, from many people. Blessed flower, that's lovely to say. This to you, love and light. Yeah, yes, thank you, flower. Natalie works for Vertigo. I'm not sure what Vertigo is. She is the Henry Project representative at a production house where Warhammer will be made. Oh. So wouldn't the production house be in charge then? Or is it Henry that's... I thought I read an article that said that Henry is the one who, for decades, has wanted to make this movie, do this project on Warhammer. Will that affect Henry and his new love? Will he be working with his ex-girlfriend or will he cut ties with her? Well, let's ask that. So let me just make sure that I got all the... Okay, so I did get all of the questions that I guess I had missed. I'm going to delete those. Well, let's ask. Let's ask if... So let's ask how Henry's related. So that's why he's not focused on the new love right now. And he's focused on a project, probably because he's going to have to be still involved with Natalie, right? This is kind of making a little bit of sense to me now. I'm kind of putting the pieces together because I don't follow this kind of stuff. I'm guessing there are Warhammer fans here. I think so. Hi, Jerry. Henry is a huge comic book and video game nerd, so he has been driving a lot of those concepts into production. Oh, interesting. Well, that would explain why he was Superman. So I'm guessing, is he a fan? DC Comics? I don't know. All right, so let's ask, with this Warhammer project, let's ask how Henry and... I'm a D&D 5e person, so that's okay. That's okay. Listen, I don't even know who Warhammer is. Babe, do you know who Warhammer is?
Yep.
Is it Marvel, DC? What is it?
Neither. It's a game.
Oh, it's a game.
Yeah.
Ah.
Warhammer 40,000.
Oh, Warhammer 40,000. Yes, I did see that in the article I read. Okay, it's a game. Thank you, Jerry. So... Okay. I do like when they bring some of the video games are pretty cool when they make them into movies because the games are kind of cool. The concept is cool. Uh, in the Hero versus Miller lawsuit, Natalie's employment could not be verified. Hi, Monique. I'm not sure. Okay, so I did hear that. And somebody asked me that on one of my previous lives. I can't remember which one it was because I've done so many where I've asked about Henry. I can't, but I do go back and I put in the video description, the timestamps and what the topics are that I'm asking about people. I try to do that. So I remember asking, somebody asked if Natalie had a job or was employed, and I did not get that she was necessarily employed. I got that she did have money though. So everything comics and video games, Warhammer is a game, Witcher was a book series turned into a game, turned to a show. Interesting. So, honey, what's D&D 5e?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. See how I don't know any of this stuff? Henry will be the executive producer of Warhammer series on Amazon. If this comes to fruition, it will take 2 to 3 years. My granddad was in the army and he passed away. Is he okay? You know what, Flower, if you want to do a super chat, you're welcome to, or, book, you can go to my website and book too, and I'm happy to do that. Okay. So let's ask how Natalie and Henry will get along with each other. Because if that's going to be 2 to 3 years out, then he's probably going to be with a new love by then. Hi, Carla. Happy New Year. Yes, you loved my reading on Henry Cavill. Can't wait for more readings on Henry. And I hope that 2024 is going to be good for Henry. Well, we all hope that it's going to be good for everyone. 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. There have been 5 variations of the tabletop game, and they are working on another version. Interesting. Okay. The only thing I know about Dungeons and Dragons is what I've seen on The Big Bang Theory, which that show is hilarious, by the way. Who doesn't love Sheldon? Love that show. And that's really the extent of my knowledge of D&D. I don't know anything about it. I think you make it up as you go, from what I understand. I don't know. Okay, let me just get this out. So let's ask how they're going to get along with each other through the whole project of Warhammer, making that and all of that. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing, allegedly, forgot to say all my allegedlys. Everything I say on here is allegedly. I do allegedly get that they will be broken up at that time. So here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that it will be very stressful for Natalie. Hi, Stephanie. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So I'm getting that I think Natalie will be kind of stressed. I think Henry will be too. Especially if they're not getting along and then they end up breaking up during this project, it may make it a little awkward for them working together. So I do see stress. They're kind of stuck together working on it. But then I see Natalie trying to use it as an opportunity to get back with Henry, and Henry's not having it. So even though they're working together, he's not he will not want to get, once they're done and they're finished, he won't want to get back together. But Natalie's going to initially try to use that as an opportunity to make that happen. I mean, I'm seeing that it's, it's going to be awkward. I don't think it's going to be the easiest for them to be on the project together, but I can feel Henry's energy when he's in project mode and he's working on a show, a movie, whatever it is. He's business and he can act professional and all of that. So he will be very professional and handle things professionally. So, and actually I'm feeling that she will, Natalie, for the most part too. All right. I know I missed a lot of comments here. Let's see. Okay, I saw that. Saw that one. Can you double check if Natalie works for Vertigo? Well, let's ask. So is Vertigo, is that supposedly the production company that's doing Warhammer? Do I have that right? I don't know. Let's ask. Here's what I'm getting. I'm getting that she works for them on and off. So I wonder if she's like brought on like a consultant or depending on the project. Currently, I do think she has a contract with them. So I do think that she might be working with them currently. I have a contract here, but I'm getting the energy that I'm picking up is on again, off again. So to me, that makes me feel like maybe she's a consultant or does like consulting work for them or project dependent. I might say it like that. Like depending on what the project is, maybe she comes in. I'm going to say yes right now. Right now I have a contract. So I think yes, she is working for Vertigo now. Natalie supposedly has another project in Vertigo. Oh, well, that would probably be why I'm feeling her with a contract right now. Something that has nothing to do with Henry for the first time. Everything she does is to show that she is in a relationship with Henry. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, Henry, he's a celebrity, right? But I do get that she has some kind of current contract. Hi, Stephanie. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Bao is right. D&D is literally agreeing to have a shared delusion as adults. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's see. I wonder, will Henry take Natalie to the premiere of Argyle? That's an interesting. When is the premiere? I don't even know. Stranger Things is loosely based around Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, no kidding. What? And they even play the game in the show. Well, I remember them playing the game in the show and fight the villains in the method they would in the game. I don't know if I remember that. Henry is a Taurus. Yes. Once we decide we are done, there's no going back. Yes, I agree. When I feel like when he's done, and then that's it. He's not quite there yet. Vertigo is the production company along with Amazon that will do the Warhammer 40,000 project with Henry and Natalie. Okay. I don't see her involved in Warhammer. Henry will have to work it alone. Yes, Bao is correct. Very true, Mudball. Are we talking about Natalie Portman? No, what is Natalie's last name? It's not Natalie Portman. It's what is her last name? Let me look it up. Because I don't know what her last name is. That's it. Viscuso. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Viscuso. That's right. February 2nd is the premiere. Okay. For Argyle premiere. Well, let's ask that. Argyle is going to be on the big screen on February 2nd. Okay. Viscuso. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I'm not butchering it. Well, let's ask if Henry will be at the, if Natalie will be with Henry at the premiere. Okay. So let's ask if Natalie Viscuso, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, if she'll be at the Argyle premiere with Henry. I kind of feel like she will. Let's see what the cards say. I think they will. Here's what I'm saying. I do think that Natalie will be there. However, I'm definitely getting that allegedly, I don't think Henry's happy about it. I think if he would have a way to have her not there, he would. But, I feel like allegedly that Henry feels that Natalie pulls his energy down, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm picking up. But I do get that they probably will. She'll be there. So I think he would rather her not there. She would not miss the opportunity. Yeah. Well, again, she's latching onto whatever she can with Henry. If she is there, let's hope she has a better red carpet look than Witcher 3. I mean, let's just hope that Henry is learning about energy clearing and protection. Let's hope that, because that's really what he needs to do, being around somebody so dark, right? Allegedly, let's see. Also sad that British actress Glynis Johns passed away at 100 years old. Oh, she stars in films with Danny Kaye, Julie Andrews. No kidding. I don't know if I know who that is, but that's very sad. And wow, 100 years. What a life. That's an entire century. I mean, God bless her, but that's sad. She had a very unique speaking voice. Interesting. I'll have to check her out. Yeah, I don't know what Natalie wore to Witcher 3. And very pretty. But you know what? Don't a lot of celebrities on the red carpet seem to wear the goofiest outfits? And sometimes you're like, oh, that's really pretty, or that looks really good. And then sometimes you're like, yikes, what were they thinking? And I don't know why they do that. I almost feel like they're paid or something to wear certain designers or certain outfits. And so maybe it's just strictly for the money, or I'm not sure. But the mom in Mary Poppins. Oh, okay. Gosh, I haven't watched Mary Poppins in forever. She finally gonna make pantyhose and sandals happen. Um, the mom and Mary Poppins. Interesting. Well, you know, I get that she's in peace. I'm getting she's in peace. Like Jared Leto when he wore a full-on cat suit. Jared Leto wore a cat suit. Okay. He's weird anyway. Will Henry have any different feelings towards his new love, or will he continue to describe his love for his girlfriend as he describes his dog? I'm not sure I'm not sure what that means. How does he describe his dog? I mean, listen, I love my little Bella. She's over there sleeping in her little bed. Dolly Parton wardrobe is always interesting. She wore a cheerleader outfit in 2023. What? And Dolly Parton is how old? Oh my God. Okay. Crazy. Twilight Zone. I mean, yes, when I focus on the energy of Henry with the new love, he's definitely, this is going to be like the one for Henry, like his person. He's going to be, this is going to be a very different type of relationship for Henry and a really good one, actually, for both of them. So I'm really happy for him. I can't wait till he, gets together with, he's already met the person, but till he gets together with this person. But I feel like they're going to have a nice, yes, I would say he's not going to feel like for the new love, like he feels like his dog. It's like a true love, like with another soulmate or whatever. Jared Leto wore the cat suit at the Met Gala. Okay. He's a goof. He's weird anyway, Jared Leto. He has said same words to describe his dog and Natalie. Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Oh my God. That cracks me up. I don't know if that would be good. I don't know. Oh my God. That's hilarious. As long as she doesn't bark. Yeah, no, let me focus on that for a second. See, this new love is at a totally different level than Natalie or anyone else he's ever been with. This new love is a totally different level. It's just nothing he's experienced before. So that's probably why the only thing he can compare it to is his dog. I think his name is Cal, right? His dog's name is Cal. But I can feel this is going to be a totally different energy for him. So, and he's not going to know what that feels like until he's fully in it. He's already getting an inkling about it, but wants to do things right and by the book, and he's still with Natalie, and he's got this project. And so let's take it in steps. And that's how he's handling it. So in some way, he's kind of turning off what he might be feeling for the new love, because he's let's do these things in order, and what do I got to get done first, and all of that. So, but this new love is going to be on a different level than he's had before. Not with Natalie, not with anyone. So he's always going to love his dog, but he's really going to love this new love. It's not even anything like he's experienced before. Let's see. Dolly was with someone and dressed as Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders for the Thanksgiving show. That's ridiculous. Even at the premiere of The Witcher 3, he called her like a dog to pose with him. That's hilarious. This is a great live. I'm laughing through half of it. Oh my God. I'm laughing so loud right now. Yeah, I am too. I'm turning red in the face. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to see if I can like Google pull up some of the footage of that. Cal is Henry's dog. Yeah. I think the real question with Henry's new love is he her one? Yeah. I can't even walk in the shoes that Dolly wears, and I'm 36. How does she not fall over? I don't know. Unless she's just, there's women like my mother was one of them who always, always, always wore stilettos because my mom was only 5'2", actually 5'1.5". So she was a little peanut. And so she just was so comfortable. I have another friend who is like 5'6", so she's not exactly short, but she wears stilettos all the time, her entire life, and doesn't even feel comfortable in flat shoes. It could be the same thing for Dolly Parton. He's better off going to the premiere with the dog. Yeah. Hi, Susie. Happy New Year. So, okay. So, well, let me focus on that, Monique. Let's ask if, see, and I knew this was going to happen. Here we are over an hour into the live stream and we're still on Henry. Oh my God, there's so much like interest in him. It just blows my mind. And yeah, if you guys can like the video, I would appreciate it. I'm 5'1.25", but I've accepted my shortness. My mom never did. She always said, no, I'm 5'2". I'm not 5'1.5", I'm 5'2". And she would always wear stilettos. Well, to be fair though, here's my mom, 5'1.5". My dad was 6'5". So I can kind of guess why she would wear, the stilettos. I mean, it was like this. I mean, it was crazy. What are you discussing at the minute? Still Henry Cavill. I was just going to start out with a couple quick questions about Henry, and we're still on Henry. We haven't moved off of Henry yet. The quarter on that inch is important to me. Yeah. Well, that was important to my mom too. She's like, I'm not 5'1.5", I'm 5'2". I call it vertically challenged. Yeah. Yeah. Henry Cavill, what a shock. I know. We've never talked about him before. I know. Totally new on this channel. We don't talk about Henry ever. So I just wanted to get in a couple quick, I should know better. I should always leave Henry to the end because once we get on him, we're just on Henry. Is Bella open to dating Cal? I don't know. She's pretty indifferent with she thinks she's a person. Bella thinks she's a person. She doesn't think she's a dog. She thinks she's a person. But, I don't know. Maybe she would be. I'd have to get her and Cal together and see how they got along. Henry literally is Natalie's master. She flew to him in the pandemic. She had her dog, oh my God, unalived on a plane for following him. And a month later, Henry bought her another one. She literally follows him everywhere. That is so sad about her pup. Oh my God. See, that's why I would never bring Bella or any pet that I ever had on a plane because I would just be petrified that something would happen. I love this live amazing. It's all laughing and it's all about Henry. But everyone the same size lying down. So yeah, everyone is the same size lying down. That's true. That is very true. All right. So I'm still got it in my head. So I think I forget who it was that asked, but somebody said, This new love is the one for Henry. That's his new person. That's going to be his person. But is Henry her person? So let me focus on that. Yeah, I mean, I get yes. I'm going to ask the cards too, but wouldn't this be funny if Henry had to watch his lab? Oh my God, he'd probably be like, "What in the world?" She had an elderly Frenchie and flew him about 10 times. In the end, he spent a month hospitalized in Turkey and died. Oh my God, that is so sad. Oh. Certain pet-friendly airlines will let you bring your pet as a carry-on. If the dog is too big, you can buy them their own seat. Wow, let me know what airline that is. That's what everybody should do, because putting them underneath, I would never ever do that. I would never do that. I'm not taking a chance. No way. My little Bella's too important to me. All right, so let me just ask, because I don't feel that, I feel that Henry would be this new love's person too, but let me just ask that. Hollywood stars are nuts, like Elizabeth Taylor and Mickey Rooney. They were married over 5 times. Mickey Rooney was too. I knew Elizabeth Taylor was like 7 times, I think. Wasn't she married 7 times? I didn't know Mickey Rooney was married a lot of times, though. They travel by private jet. They are a power couple. Who flies by private jet? Well, if Natalie and Henry fly by private jet, then how did her poor little thing pass away? I mean, that's sad. I don't know. Okay, so let's ask if, and again, I do feel that Henry is this person's person, but let's ask the cards. I mean, I really feel like yes. I think it's like for both of them on both sides. Yeah, I mean, I am getting that. Here's what I'm getting about the new love for Henry. I'm getting that she's a little gun shy. I think that she's actually gone through, some difficult past relationships, and so she's gun shy. So she's going to go into this very cautiously. Very cautiously. It's going to take her a while to warm up, but yeah, I mean, I am getting that this is going to be the person for her. She's had some rough past relationships. I mean, I'm just kind of getting into that energy, and she's had some rough past relationships. I don't know. I feel bad for her. Here's what I found out about Henry. He's from the Channel. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Islands, lots of intrigue there. You can only own property there and live there long term if you can prove you're from there. Really? Really? I'm going to have to look into that. Let me write this down. I mean, wow. That sounds like some movie that I watched, and I want to say it was Jude Law was in it. Talk about a weird movie, but it was about some creepy island. And the people on there were really, you could only get there by boat at a certain like high tide during like a 15-minute window every day. Otherwise, you were trapped on the island. And the island they were all these creepy people. Look up Jude Law Island movie. Oh my God. It was the weirdest, like creepiest thing I've ever seen. Mickey Rooney was married in a friggin' revolving door. That's so weird. Her pup passed away of old age. Oh, chick after chick. Henry is from Jersey within the Channel Islands, and that is very interesting. We have a Jersey here too. We have New Jersey, but I'm going to write this down. I'm going to research this because this is kind of interesting to me. Interesting. See, now I want to know about this island. He had Ava Gardner and wrecked that. Wife number 3 walked in on him having relations with Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, while filming National Velvet. Channel Islands are quite locked down and not what they seem. Have you done a deep dive on Henry's family? I haven't. Why is it locked down? See, now I'm intrigued. Now I want to go research this island. I'm telling you, what you're describing reminds me of this Jude Law movie. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I was like, what am I watching? It was frightening. It was like, I don't mean scary like a horror movie. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. You know, go check that out. As long as it's not the island of Dr. Monroe or Moreau, then count me in. What's the island of Dr. Moreau? I didn't know this either. Carly, you learn something new every day. It would be interesting to see Henry in a unique and different relationship. Nothing in his relationships feels unique anymore. He is the typical guy who says the same thing to everyone. Bella is the channel mascot. Yeah. Bella is the little channel mascot. Let me see if I can get her to come over here. Bella. I don't think she'll come over here. Come here, Bella. Nah, she's not going to come over. She comes when she wants to come over because she's a little pampered princess. So if she doesn't want to come over, she's not going to come over. You love my laugh? Oh. The Channel Islands are the islands in the Channel Islands. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. Between England and France, your New Jersey is named for the Channel Island of Jersey. No kidding. This is fascinating. This is fascinating. I wonder if Henry's new love was born and lives on an island just like Henry was born and raised with his family in Jersey. That's interesting. I'll focus on that in a second. Island of Dr. Moreau is an old horror book where an insane doctor experiments with turning animals into human hybrid. Oh my God. I just want David Hyde Pierce to return to Frasier. The reboot would be so much better if he was in it. I can't place who that is. Channel Islands are famous for cow breeds, Jersey and Guernsey. I'm fascinated. You can bet I'm going to be looking this up. Let's ask if Bella is so very well behaved. Yeah, she is. She's just, oh my gosh, she's like, oh, my heart. She is just my little precious little heart. I love her to death. Also, very famous case of little people trafficking from an orphanage in the, there's a boys' home and this went on for years. Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, I can't stomach that. I can't stomach that. Oh, my God, that just turns my stomach. I wonder if that's why when someone brought it up, I immediately, because I haven't thought about this in years, I immediately flashed to that odd movie that I saw or show or mini series or something with Jude Law and this island. I can't take that. I cannot take anything with animals and children. I can't take it. I can't take it. It's just horrendous. It's I don't know. Anyway. Well, let's ask if this new love is also from some kind of island, I guess. Let's see. Interesting. I'm getting a yes. Allegedly. I'm getting a yes that this new love that Henry will, I think, eventually be with is from some type of island. I don't know if it's the same island, but yes, I am getting. That's maybe where they end up going back to, because I have here returning back. That could be where they return back to. Remember I said the new love may return back? I think it might be. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy. What are you describing? Sounds like the remake of Wicker Man. Can you ask if she is from Money? They have the Jersey. We have New Jersey. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. Well, let's ask if she. So, Susie, it's some movie with Jude Law. You know what? I got to look it up because it was this weird thing, and then they did like a Facebook premiere or something. It was years ago. I'm looking it up because is it the third day? It's called The Third Day. It was a mini, like a series. I think there was 3 parts to it. I think it's called The Third Day. No, that can't be it. Hold on. Oh, it's not The Third Day. You know what it is? It's called the island that they were on was called Osea, Osea, a mysterious island off the British coast is what this says. So I don't know if that's what the name of it was, but the island that they were on is Osea. I think it might have been called The Third Day, but just look up. I think it was called The Third Day. Whacked out movie. Oh my God, or series or whatever. It was, you're going to be like, what am I sitting here watching? And that's what I got a flash to when somebody brought up this Channel Islands. Now, can we talk about Miami aliens casually taking a stroll through the mall? Yes, I do want to ask about that. Of course, aliens would choose Florida. Like who? Why wouldn't they? Absolutely, Monique. Oh, living on an island is amazing. I was born, raised, and worked on the island of Bermuda. Wow. And last year, my family and I moved to my parents' homeland I don't know how to pronounce that. Colony of Portugal. That's amazing. Aliens are all around us. Yes, they are, Anne Marie. I know how much this chat loves Henry Cavill, but to have made it this far and to now be at the pinnacle of his career is he either comes from an elite family or he cut a deal to get where he is. Well, that's a good point. And I feel that, okay, so when I think about people who have gotten to that really high level, we're talking Tom Cruise, Madonna, Beyonce. I'm trying to think of some other actors, Leonardo DiCaprio, some of those major megastars. Henry Cavill fans don't come for me, but I don't feel that Henry is quite at that same level. He's a great actor, yes, but I don't feel that Henry is quite at that completely ridiculous superstardom. Yes, I agree, Jerry. But I know what you're saying, Susie. I get that. But I can only tell you when I focus on Henry's energy, what I get. That's all I can tell you. And I always get a very lovely energy. Isn't Osea off of Scotland? I don't know. I'm just going by what I'm seeing on Google here. I agree he's not at the level and he's not even that good an actor. Uh-oh. Bow, take that back. People are going to come for you. If there's one thing I've learned is that the Henry fans are insane for Henry. I think Henry's a good actor. I don't know that he's not at this level up here that some of these, incredible actors are. I think he's a little bit lower than that. I felt very bored by his Superman films. I did like Man of Steel, but then I watched the one after that. I didn't like that one so much. I think it was called Justice League. I'm sorry, but it's real. Attack me. He's not a good actor. I fell asleep to them. Yeah, I did like Man of Steel. I did like that. But see, I am from the Christopher Reeves Superman movies, which were my favorite. Like I loved them. So for me, it was hard for me to watch somebody else play Superman who's not Christopher Reeves because that's what I grew up with, right? All right, so let's ask about these aliens in Richard Pryor. Oh, wasn't he in one of the Christopher Reeves Superman, I think, wasn't he? So let's get to have you guys heard this? I'm going to see if I can pull up the video. There is an insane story going around that supposedly, you know what, here, let me pull up because my daughter sent me some info on this. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here's the story in Miami, Florida. Apparently, 4 kids, like teenagers, decided to shoot off fireworks in a mall, a shopping mall. And people thought it was a mass SH, right? And started panicking, and everyone called the police at once. And because Miami is so heavily populated, they called in, help from surrounding whatever towns and whatever cities. However, if you guys haven't seen this video, I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Someone took video. Honest to God, I'm not exaggerating. There had to be 150 police cars there. I was like, what in the world is going on? Like, I've never seen that many police cars for anything. And there was like 150. It was insane. I'll see if I can find the video. But So then it was then. So now it's going around on Twitter, which is X, but I'm still going to call it Twitter. It's going around on Twitter and everywhere else. Somebody posted some video that shows it's like from a helicopter, and it supposedly shows aliens, tall aliens walking along. Well, it's extremely blurry, and you can't really see what's on the video. But I want to see if I can show. Do I still have it? Oh, this might be it. I just want to see. I just want to see if you guys can see. Look at all of the police cars. This was in Miami. Look at this. How insane is that? They're everywhere. Can you guys see? It's like, what is going on? Like, I've never seen that many police cars, for anything, like shootings, whatever. I was like, what is going on? So because there were so many, that's why people are, saying, oh, somebody saw like 10 feet tall aliens walking around in Miami, and that's why there were so many police there, so Pryor was in Superman 3. Okay. Maybe it's Bigfoot. He's very versatile. Okay, sure. Lots of cars, a whole traffic jam. I'm telling you, I've never seen so many cars, police cars in one spot like that. That's insane. Welcome to planet Earth, aliens. We hope you enjoy your stay in Miami. Yeah. Listen, they're everywhere, and they've been here, and I feel I've said this on past videos. They want to get a tan. Yeah, good place to go. But listen, I have said this on past live videos. Call me crazy, whatever. All I can do is what I'm getting from the energy when I focus on something. I feel that humans have. This is thousands, maybe tens of thousands of years ago that some races of aliens have mated with humans, and there are parts of the human race that are part alien. Call me crazy all you want, but that's what I get. So they're everywhere. They're here. They've been here. They're going to continue to be here all around the world. So anyway, let's go back to Miami. So I really, as soon as I, heard this rumor, I was like, nah. Could you tell us if the 10 days of darkness will happen this year, followed by a financial reset? The inflation rates are predicting this year for food, rent, and gasoline are prohibitive. I haven't heard about the 10 days of darkness. Ooh. That's a little freaky. I mean, that's like what, Alaska? Alaska, I think, has how many months of darkness? So let's ask if there really were aliens. See, I already know that I feel that there's some humans that already have some alien DNA. So I'm going to phrase it like this. Was the reason that there were so many police cars just a week ago or whenever this happened at this shopping mall, was the reason for that due to supposed aliens being out and about and walking along the street? I'm going to ask it like that. I mean, immediately I felt no, but let's see what the cards say. Yeah, see, it's getting, yeah, it's getting the cards are giving a confusing answer because my guides are getting confused because again, there's people who this is what I get when I focus in on my guides, that there are people who have alien DNA, part alien DNA. So, but were there, I'm going to say no. But I'm not getting a definite answer in the cards one way or the other. But just from based on what I'm seeing here and what I pick up, I'm going to say no. And really instantly, as soon as I heard this and I got into the energy, boom, no, that is not, there was not. I have picked up, like, I think it was in Las Vegas or something that I think there were really, or Peru, maybe, I forget. It was on one of my past videos that there have been. But I think this particular instance, I don't think I don't think that that's the reason that we had like 100 police cars there. I don't feel that that was the reason. It could be that they thought that there was a mass SH, but maybe that's why they called in all of this extra backup, but I don't feel, yeah, 10-foot aliens wouldn't be strolling down the sidewalk with hundreds of cops also standing around. Yeah. North and South Pole have 30 days of night in winter and 30 days of daylight in the summer. Interesting. As sick as I am of Henry Cavill, I now think the discussion on him was more reasonable. Don't get me started on the Davos crowd. I don't know what the Davos crowd is, but I mean, so when we say, is there going to be 10 days of darkness, where are we talking about? Glacier rates they are predicting this year for food and rent are prohibitive. Let's ask, I mean, is the darkness metaphoric? I'm going to Google this because I don't know that I've heard this. Let's see. Let's see what it says. I mean, is this going back, Susie? Is this going back to this great reset that's people have been talking about for a long time? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not seeing anything specifically about 10 Days of Darkness. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from because I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing anything specifically on 10 Days of Darkness. So I'm not sure where that was a Dunkin' Donuts run. Well, that's a little bit of a downer, mud ball. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. That's a little bit of a downer. Let's just ask this. I mean, let's ask if there's going to be some kind of financial reset, like I don't know, like some kind of a reset. I don't know if that means like a recession or I'm not sure, but let's just see if there's something like that coming. I mean, I am getting that there's going to be something that happens like financially, but I'm wondering if it's more like a recession or something. So I am getting a yes. However, what I'm getting is it's going to allow people to get a little bit of a better control over their financial situation, I guess, if you want to say it like that. Some people, it is going to be stressful. So I am seeing that, but I'm also getting that it's going to be good for some people. But I don't think it's going to be like an end of days type of thing. Like, I don't think I'm feeling that. I feel like it's going to be, first of all, I don't ever pick up on an end of days. I just don't pick it up. Not in our lifetime, not for many, 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 many lifetimes. Like, I just don't feel that. I'm not getting that. But I mean, I do think that there may be a little bit of a recession or some financial changes, but to me, it feels kind of like a recession. So, um, I don't know. It feels kind of like a recession to me. But see, here's the thing. I think some people are going to benefit from it. And I don't know how that would happen if it's a recession. How would people benefit from that? I guess it depends on, what your line of work is or what your business is, and how a recession would affect you, I guess. I don't know. So I'm getting that there will be something, but I don't feel it's like a 10 days of darkness and then this like pivotal. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I hope not a financial reset. I work in banking and I want to stay employed. Well, I mean, if it's a financial thing and recession and all that, I mean, see, I just don't feel that it's like a major collapse. That might be how I would say it. I'm not feeling like a major collapse. I'm feeling maybe some things, could be like a recession or something, but I'm not feeling everything collapsing. I don't feel that. The entire planet will be in complete darkness for 10 days. The prophecy goes back millennia, spoken about all the time now, and not metaphorically. It's not the end of days, but rebirth. People who are poor or in debt may benefit because the slate would be wiped clean, whereas someone who works for years and years, okay, status would be, if it was like a financial reset, never heard of that. Let's ask. I don't know if I feel that, but I'll ask. I'll ask if there's going to be 10 days of darkness, planet-wide. Yeah, I've not heard of that. Who am I? I mean, there's a lot of things I haven't heard of, but it would take more than 10 days to fix humanity. That's an understatement. Well, I've always said there's a spiritual war going on, right? And, then you're talking about the elites and Hollywood and all of that stuff. So I don't know. Let's ask. Let's ask if the planet will have 10 days of darkness consecutive. How about that? How about like that? Let's ask it like that. Okay, so oh my God, I have to check my thermostat really quick. So what I'm getting is it is like so hot up here. What I'm getting is when I ask if there will be like 10 days of darkness and then there'll be like a reset or rebirth or whatever, I'm getting no, but I am getting kind of what I picked up before, that there will be some, changes. It could be like, for instance, if there's a recession, the interest rates usually come down, right? So, maybe stuff like that. But again, I'm getting that it would be not necessarily. So in other words, I'm not getting like a big collapse, and I don't know. I'm getting just a no on that. However, this is what's interesting. What I'm also getting is that the I'm going to say the dark energy and the dark side wants us to think that this is going to happen. And I think it's to scare us. So I'm getting that it's that this is probably being perpetuated by not so good energy people, or maybe not people, entities, whatever you want to say. They're kind of making it seem like it's maybe more than what it probably will be. Because I'm actually getting that it's not really going to be that bad. And I think some good things will come out of it. So I don't know. I don't think that we're going to have 10 days. I don't get that. But birth pangs hurt. To get the new earth we want, there will be losses. Gaia has suffered a lot. As a Christian, this is news to me, and we Christians love a good fear mongering. Yes, that's very true. Maybe during those 10 days of darkness, the earth would have a massive and super deep spiritual cleanse to get rid of the dark and wicked spirits and magic too. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere, unfortunately. That's why I'm always harping on clearing, protection. I talk about crystals and oils and, all of that stuff. That's not going anywhere. Can you do a reading about the Carter family? Oh no, another sister of Nick Carter has gone. Oh no, just a year after his brother Aaron. They are all young, very strange dynamic. Yes, I will ask. I did not know that, but there's a lot of shifts coming up. There are. Bobby Jean Carter. Oh my God. Take your vitamins and say your prayers. Well, yeah, do clearings. Definitely say prayers, do clearings and protection. I mean, that's why any of you who haven't seen my past videos, lives, go back and watch, because I went in depth, I think 45 minutes or 50 minutes just on telling you why people would want to clear and protect, and then some things how to do it. But, dark is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So to think that a couple little easy things will get rid of it that's not happening. Not in any of our lifetimes. The Carter family. I mean, the Carter family, listen, I don't get good stuff at all. I'm going to grab my selenite again. I don't get good stuff at all when I focus on Nick from the Backstreet Boys. I just get really dark energy. So let's, Carter mom is a mess, just a wreck. Well, gosh, yeah, she lost 2 of her children. Nick Carter's sister was only 41 years old. Oh my God, that's so young. She was a wreck before. See, I don't follow that. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out what would be the angle of what I want to ask, because I already have she was an alcoholic. I don't know. She lost 3 of her 5 children. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't imagine losing my children. I cannot imagine that. I can't imagine. I would absolutely be done. I'd be a mess. She's very narcissistic. So let's focus on her. Let's focus on cardiac arrest due to substance abuse. Due to substance abuse. This was the sister, Ashley. So naturally her kids are wrecked. Okay, so okay, first of all, when I focus on Nick, I absolutely feel dark, just dark, strong dark energy. I have very specific things that I pick up about Aaron's unaliving, and they're not good. And I do feel it ties back to Nick. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, none of this is fact. So obviously if Nick, was in that, it was from when he was, young, like still a child, right? Nick Carter, Whitney Houston, Matthew Perry, and too many gone from. Yes. Near hot water. Yes. Interesting, right? That's very good, SL, that you picked up on that, because you got to think about this. When you start hearing about all these celebrities or people that are all of a sudden drowning, or the way that they're being unalived is like very consistent. And now you've got the whole Matthew Perry thing with the K. I'm just going to say K. I'm not going to call it what it is, because I think we all know what they found in his system. So now there's that, which there's been, I believe it was Matthew Perry and Kim Porter, who was P. Diddy's ex, right? So, and she had the K as well. You got to start looking at the patterns and looking at and thinking, really think, critical thinking, and think, when you hear this stuff, think, does that sound plausible? And so many celebrities, does that really seem plausible? You have to start asking yourself these questions, because the Hollywood is full of the elite, and it goes very high up, and it's all dark energy, and it's all run by probably non-human entities, right? Very dark. So, and there's contracts that are made with dark, right, to get all of this stuff done. So Nick and Aaron Carter started at like age 5. Okay, I didn't realize they started that young, but is Nick going to be okay, or is something going to happen again with him or his sister that's still alive? Listen, I think I don't like Nick. I feel Nick's energy, and I do not like Nick's energy. I'd have to be careful what I say. I'm just going to say that I feel, allegedly, no facts here, I feel that Nick had possibly some, I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it. Read between the lines of what I'm saying. It's Our power went out the other day and we were really scared. I'm not prepared. Someone just hit a power pole though. Oh, well, thank goodness for that. Yeah, I don't like when the power goes out either. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to ask. If I'm asking, okay, see, I already know that this is probably the case because when I focus on the energy, I can feel that that's probably the energy of what happened. So let me ask it like this. I'm trying to figure out a way to ask it. Let me ask it like this. I'm going to just verify because I already feel, I know what I pick up on Nick. And maybe with Aaron, but Aaron had a different energy. I'm going to ask if the mom had any kind of involvement in some sort of agreement or contract for her kids to become who they became. I'm going to say it like that. I already know what I feel, but let's see what the cards say. Of course she did. She's their manager. The mom is at the root of all their damage. When I ask if the mom, the Carter mom, what did you guys say her name was? I forget. Let me scroll back up here. Bobby Jean. Okay. So I asked if, well, yes, Susie, that's kind of where I'm going. So I asked if Bobby Jean Carter allegedly made some sort of arrangement, deal, whatever, to have her kids get to where they got, especially Nick. Okay. Yes. Allegedly. No facts here. Yes. And this is how she's showing up. So here's the thing. This would be Nick. I feel that the mom got it going, and I feel that Nick is continuing it. If that makes sense. Whereas Aaron and the sister, I don't really know anything about any of the other siblings. So I don't, okay, Bobby Jean is the sister. Okay, so whoever is the mother is what I'm picking up. Jane is the mother. Okay. So whoever is the mother, that's what I get on the mother. Absolutely, yes, allegedly. However, then when I focus on Aaron and maybe the sister, now that I just learned that she's unalived, when I focus on that, their energy is not in it. It's not in the dark like Nick, allegedly. So I feel what I'm picking up energetically when I'm focusing on spiritual energy, he is well aware of it and has just gotten deeper and deeper and deeper into it and has continued it. So, when you make deals like this is what people don't understand. At some point, you've got to pay the piper, I guess, might be a way to say it, right? The debt is going to come due, might be another way to say it. So it's going to work for a while, but at some point, there's debt that has to be paid, and it's coming from somewhere. It's coming from somewhere, right? So then you look at her and now she's got, I mean, Mudball said 3 that have passed, 2 that I know of. So what do you think that's about? The Piper's coming back to collect. You guys know understand what I'm saying? That's how it goes. The debt has to be paid back. They're going to come back and collect. The dark always comes back to collect. What does the World card mean? It depends on what the question is that you ask, but the World card is, I mean, in general, it can mean success. In business, it could just mean success in a situation, or unsuccessful if it shows up reversed. It could be, show that a business is not going to do well, but it depends really on, for me, it could be, that's one of my very specific yes answers when I'm asking a question, and the World card comes up, it's a yes for me. But it really depends on the question and what I'm picking up at that moment. Well, not now. They are out of it. They are away from the mom now that they aren't. Well, okay. So yes, being the child of a narcissistic has to be the worst lived experience. So let me say it like this. Sometimes these agreements or contracts, or however you want to say it, with the dark can follow into the afterlife and then bring them right back in, still in kind of attached to that agreement, if that makes sense. Not all the time, but sometimes it can, for sure. Sometimes it definitely can. So, I mean, I'd have to focus on it, but just because you're unalived or you pass does not guarantee that you're disconnected now and all of a sudden that's it, it's done. It doesn't mean that, especially when you're talking about Hollywood. And I mean, that is some really strong, heavy, dark energy. So, isn't it true though that another person can't sell your soul to gain wealth or fame? So I have heard that, and I'm going to say this. It's not, so I'm going to say it like this. You're not actually selling your soul. What you're doing is you're selling, I guess, a life, maybe a human life or an attachment to a soul to get fame or whatever. So in other words, if someone makes an agreement, okay, then we're going to raise this person up to this popularity or financial freedom or whatever, what have you. But at some point, at what cost? Because then maybe the end of the person's life is going to be ridden with, horrific physical ailments or illness, or they're going to be taken out in some horrific manner or whatever. That's, to me, what I pick up on. So I don't think of it as literally like, you see in the movie, selling your soul. That's not how I think it works. I think it's you're selling, you're getting this for a period of time. And then when that period of time is up, here's the Piper coming back to make everything awful for you. I mean, I've seen too many I've been in this work for like 40 years, longer. I've seen too many instances where people that do that kind of stuff, that dabble in that, I see what happens to them at the end of their life. It is not good. It's not good. And you cannot get out of it. Matthew Perry, perfect example. Trying to get out, there is no getting out. There's no getting out. So you don't get out. And so there's where some, some extra or some unusual circumstance can come up, just like with Matthew Perry, right? So I don't feel like I know what you're saying, like you can't sell your soul, blah, blah, blah. It's not like it's in the movies. That's not what I pick up on. What I pick up on is an agreement that for a period of time, we're going to give you this that you want. When that contract is up, this is what we're going to do. And you're going to take it, because if you don't, you're not going to get this. And usually it's horrific circumstances. I think of it more as, yes, making a deal. You're not necessarily selling. You're making a deal, and it's more for the physical. It's more for payment in the physical as a human. That's what I pick up on when I focus on it. So it's a little different than what they say in the movies. I don't know if that makes sense. Kim Porter's final certificate said K and pneumonia. Yeah, exactly. Same thing as Matthew Perry. What's going on? You have to think about this stuff. Think. Does that sound right? You know what I mean? Does that sound right? Did Nick will into existence his sister's blank to distract the public and draw sympathy, to use in his court hearings to make him? That's a good question. Let's ask that. The cost of a person's mental well-being, for sure, mental and physical. Hi, Hannah. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good New Year. I really love this live session. Happy New Year. But Nick gained his fame not alone, but with the Backstreet Boys. Are they are in the dark? Well, so here's the thing. Think about the Backstreet Boys. They were incredibly popular and famous. But who's the one out of all of them that really had the most, and probably had the most attention on him out of all of them? Was Nick, right? I think the other ones were along for the ride. See, I'll have to focus on them separately, but I don't feel that their energy is the same as Nick. I just don't. So let's ask that, Mudball. Let's ask. I'm not going to ask that. I don't like that question. That's a rough question. I'm going to say this, that I feel an extremely strong, dark energy when I focus on Nick. That's it. As soon as I started talking about him, I put my selenite in my lap. I just don't. I don't. Dark. And this enslavement can go over generations. So how is that not a curse? Well, exactly. That can be like a curse. So let's get this. Let's explain this. Let's kind of talk about the differences. So whether it's a curse or a generational thing or whatever, all of that stems from the dark. It all comes from the same place. It originates all from the dark. So think of it like that. So if you have somebody that does dark magic or whatever, dabbles in that kind of stuff, that they're operating from the dark. That's causing them to do this. Let's say you have, dark entities, demons, whatever, that are attached to you. That's also from the dark, because that is dark. So it all comes from the dark. all of it, it originates, whatever medium or method it, or whatever, I'm drawing a blank on the word, whatever way it comes out is just a different option of how it comes out. Does that make sense? But it all comes from the dark. So, it all comes from the dark. And yes, it can be generational. So this could very well be a generational thing with the Carters. I haven't focused on that, but it could be. But I just get very strongly the mom started it, allegedly, and Nick Carter's continuing it, allegedly. I would like to know where Joe Jackson ended up. He is a wicked person. Dark energy. So where do they end up? They end up staying in the dark. So dark energy tends to resonate at a lower vibration. This is what, listen, I'm not saying that I know everything, because how do we really know, right? I'm still a human too. All I can go by is what I pick up when I with using my gifts of being a psychic and a medium, and I connect with my guides, and when I try to focus on something, the only way I can explain is I go right into the energy. And I feel that dark energy resonates at a very low frequency or vibration, and light is much higher. So where do they go? They stay right where they are. They just stay right where they are. Like, I don't think of, that's what I was saying earlier, that I don't know that I necessarily would say heaven is heaven and, there's a hell and all of that. It's different planes and different energy vibrations and levels is more how I would describe it. He was extremely abusive. And again, dark, Joe Jackson, dark, allegedly, and made an agreement. That's it. And look at where the status, even Janet Jackson, look at the status of where Michael got to and Janet Jackson. Beyond superstardom. I mean, you can't get higher than where Michael Jackson was. So that can't happen without some kind of contract or agreement with dark. Allegedly. It just can't. It can't. It just can't. So say something like a curse happened in your family 5 generations ago. How can a person lift that off themselves now? Well, so Susie, that's a good question. That goes back to what I was saying in I forget which live video it was, when I was kind of explaining how dark energy, how it's all around us, and how you can kind of protect yourself and clear yourself. You do the clearing. So I recommend going back. I can't remember how many live videos ago it was, maybe 2 or 3. Look in the title under my live videos in the title, towards the end of the title, I put in there energy clearing or something like that. I think it was 2 or 3 live videos ago. So look under the live video tab, and then look in the description for the timestamps. And I think I did all like 50 minutes on, basically you can always break this. The key is you have to know that it's going on, and you just have to do clearing and protection. That's why I'm like a broken record. I'm always telling people that you have to do clearing and protection, because it's that important and it's all around us and we can all be affected by that. So, that's, you just have to maintain that. Michael Jackson's mom seemed like a very sweet person. I don't really know too much. I don't know that I saw too much with his mom. Or seems, I think she might be still alive. I don't know anything about his mom. Nick may be a victim of his family's bad fate circle. Don't know how to call it right. And the Backstreet Boys help to stay alive and okay. You can go with that narrative if you'd like to. That's not what I pick up, but you can go with that. I mean, people can believe whatever they want. Who am I? I'm just Kathy. That's it. This is my little channel. I just go by what my 40 years of being in this kind of area and what I picked up from my guides. That's all. MJ parents are both still alive. I didn't think Joe Jackson was still alive, is he? They had custody over the kids when he passed. Did they? Holy heaven. How did that happen? Oh, he's still here. Well, his time is coming. His time is coming. Of course they did. They wanted all of his money. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't want him. Well, he is that. It's not like it's in the movies. It's not like there's, this person with horns and, a tail and a pitchfork. It's not like that. Think of it as a spiritual energy. And it's either dark or it's light. It's either dark or it's light. And I just think Joe Jackson was dark. That's it. Just dark. That's all I pick up on. Allegedly. Yeah. So, I don't know. I went off on my tangent again. Yeah, we spent like an hour about Henry and then we got off on other things and I didn't even get to my list. I still have all this stuff. I might do another pop-up live. I'm trying to think of when. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or maybe one night this week. But watch this week. I might do another one because I didn't even get to. I have so many questions on here. It's crazy. And I didn't even get to anything except for Henry. Because, we get on Henry and then that's it. We just don't get to anything else. I think I got to one other thing. We talked about the Miami mall, aliens or whatever. That was the only other thing that I got to, but I'm going to take that off my list, but I've got so many things here. So yeah, I might do watch for over the next few days. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe tomorrow morning. Maybe. Cause I kind of want to, do this stuff cause it's stuff that people have asked and I like to try to ask, if people leave questions in the comments, I like to try to follow up and ask questions. So, or ask, read on their questions. So anyway, but I think that's going to be it for today. This was like a lot of fun. You guys are always so fun. You definitely made me laugh today, especially with with Henry and treating Natalie like his dog. I'm still laughing about that. Oh my God, that was so funny. Just go ahead and look into that Jude Law. I think it's called The Third Day. And if you guys watch it on my next live or leave a comment in one of my videos, let me know what you think. It's like, what is going on? I'm going to look into this. I don't know if it's Chanel or Channel Islands. I'm going to look into that because that kind of intrigued me. So I'm going to do that. One of the good ones. I can feel it when you talk. Thank you. You're a high vibe human and can feel your goodness. Thank you so much. All right, people. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I always, always enjoy. I look forward to when I can hang with you guys, and you guys make me laugh, and just lovely, lovely, lovely people in this channel and in this chat. I'm so grateful and blessed to interact with you guys. I just love you guys. So hi Franca, Happy New Year. Yeah, watch the replay. The first hour is about Henry again. Surprise, surprise. And then we get off on some, crazy stuff. But yes, I love you guys. So happy New Year. And look, maybe tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, maybe in the next couple days in the evening, I may do another live because I've got, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ekatefa. Oh my gosh, I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry. No King Tut. No more King Tut. Channel rhymes with flannel. Thank you, Susie. I appreciate that. So Channel Islands. I'm going to research that. So thank you guys. I love hanging with you guys, and Happy New Year. And hopefully, I think I am going to do one tomorrow. So be on the lookout for another live tomorrow, because I got to get to some of these topics. I just have to. I have to. Otherwise, people are going to be like, she says leave comments and then she doesn't answer my questions. So anyway, all right, you guys have a great rest of your evening. I love you guys. I may see you tomorrow. If not, in the next couple of days, I'm going to do another live because I got to get through these topics. So have a wonderful evening. Love you guys. And I will see you very soon. Bye, guys. Bye.